What's up, YouTube? It's Chris from C-Dub Sports Cards, and tonight is draft night. If you're an NFL fan, today is a chance for your team to either get a whole lot better or make a mistake that could pretty much derail them for the next 5 years. It's that night. It's NFL draft night. It's a big night on the NFL calendar, and today I figure we should go first round rookie hunting. We have 3 Sage Low Series Mega Boxes. And because it's Sage, you're going to get 5 autographs per box. And you can pick these up for like $25. They're not very expensive at all. Usually the autograph quality is pretty low. We opened up one about a week ago, and yeah, I haven't heard of any of the guys we pulled out of that first box. But I figured 3 boxes, we might have a chance to pull 1 first-round pick. Do you guys think we can do it? Tell me down below in comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Subscriptions are free, and it's much appreciated. So, yeah, it's pretty much known that guy... Hold on. We'll do it. There we go. Now, that guy right there, Cam Ward, is going to be the number 1 overall pick. He is going to go to the Titans and be their new quarterback. Carson Beck was supposed to come out, but he decided to transfer, used his grad transfer 5th year option, and went to Miami, I believe, where Cam Ward used to be. I think that's where his girlfriend goes to school. But these other guys, Judkins is considered a 2nd round pick, like a top 5 running back kind of guy. Dylan Gabriel's been in college football forever. He'll probably get drafted because he's a winner, but I don't know when or where. He might be like a day 3 guy. Luther Burden is considered a 1st round pick. Maybe he might go 2nd round. I'm not sure how deep the wide receiver class is this year, but I've seen him go in 1st rounds of mock drafts. So, based with those guys being on the box, I'm hoping that there's at least autographs of those guys potentially in here. There is a checklist on the back, and it says name in red, peak performance, name in purple, next level. So I don't know if those are just base cards. Sneak peeks autographs. There's the list of some of the autographs, guys. Drew Aller, I've heard of. Oh, you get a Patrick Mahomes auto. Riley Leonard. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully there's more than 10 guys that did autographs. If that's it, we're going to pull some dupes. We'll check it out. We'll see what we do. Yeah. So happy draft night, everybody. Hopefully your team drafts correctly. I'm a Bay Area guy, so I'm a Niner fan. The Raiders actually weren't in the Bay Area when I was growing up. They were in LA for most of the time. So I consider them more of an LA team, and now they're in Vegas. So I never really had much of an affinity for them. So I consider myself a Niner fan. We pick 11th or 12th. Most people think we're going defense. We lost a bunch of defensive guys. Probably defensive back is what I've seen in a lot of mock drafts. Maybe D-line. So we're not going to have the most exciting draft. But, if your team needs a quarterback, hopefully you get your guy. Or you have a top 5 pick. Hopefully your GM makes the right pick. Alan Bowman, Antonio Brown, Cam Miller, Xavier Rustapro, Ryan Helinski, Demir Blank, look at this guy's name, Blank Umsi, Deemer Blank Umsi, Jordan Waters on our X-Fractor. Next level, Omarion Hampton. A lot of people consider him to be a 1st round pick. They think he'll be the next running back taken after Gianti. Riley Leonard, who is the quarterback for Notre Dame. Most people think he'll be drafted in the 4th or 5th round. Jordan McLeod, Tyler Huff, Dante Fleming. So it's not a very big set. We will definitely have a complete set and then some. So if you guys are looking for a complete Sage set of this year's draft picks, I'll have it online in just a few days. Don't you worry about it. There's Hampton again on the next level. Riley Leonard, next level. Tez Johnson. Trayvon Henderson, he's considered to be one of those top 5 running backs, probably around 2 3 guy. Justin Barron, Jalen Noel. Our first auto, Bryce Kurtz, wide receiver. At least he's a wide receiver. Northwestern, not the best school. They are not known for producing lots of good football players. They are very smart, though. LaShawn Williams, Moose Muhammad III. There's the Blake Kumise guy, Ellie Jennings, and Taj Brooks. So we got an offensive player. That's good. Unfortunately, he went to a poor school. It is a Big Ten school, which did produce the national champions this year in Ohio State, but I'm pretty sure Northwestern was the bottom feeder. So, yeah, I don't know if he has very high draft prospects per se. Probably not. It has a nice autograph, though. He spent a little time on it. Moose Muhammad III, Ollie Gordon. He's like one of those top 5 running backs guy. He was better as a junior. If he had come out last year, he might have gone higher. There's Hampton again. Jacob Zeno. There's Cam Ward, the number 1 overall pick in all likelihood. Jimmy Horn. Another wide receiver, Ricky White III. He's got a good autograph, too. Ricky went to UNLV. That might not be terrible. UNLV was a decent program this year. Ricky White. Okay. Probably not a first-round pick, but he definitely could get drafted. Evan Stewart, Jalen Noel, Kobe Bryant, Andrew Armstrong, Kyle Williams. In fact, I think it has enough potential to at least get a sleeve. Will that be our best auto of the night? Let's hope not. But I am, at least the positive is that so far our 2 autographs have been offensive players. In our first box, we got like a punter. Yeah, for sure, we got a punter auto, which is pretty cool. I mean, there's probably not a lot of punter autos out there. I don't think he's going to make the league. He's a punter. We'll see. Every so often, guys take a flyer on a punter with like a 6th-round pick. So, maybe he'll be the... I know the Bears took a punter last year. Maybe he'll be the, your team's next punter. Jordan McLeod, LaShawn Williams, Moose Muhammad, Alex Bowman, Donovan Edwards. I'm pretty sure I've heard his name mentioned before. Running back. He might be one of those top 5 running back kind of guys. Damian Martinez, Carson Beck on the peak performance, just a silver. I think we pulled that one last time, honestly. Jalen Noel, Jordan McLeod, Jalen Noel, Xavier Restapro, and Ryan Helnisicki. Like I said, it's a small set. I'll have a complete set here in a minute. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. Carson Beck, next level. Drew Aller. I'm not sure if he's coming out or not. He might still be in college. Evan Stewart, Allie Jennings, Taj Brooks, Jordan McLeod. I know that jersey. That is USC. Defensive line, Emmanuel Pregnon. That might not be terrible. 6'5", 320. That's a big boy. I haven't really heard his name mentioned. I haven't really followed a whole lot of the D-line, but I think there's a chance he could get drafted. I don't think he's a day 1 guy. The NFL draft, day 1 is just round 1. Day 2 is round 2 and 3. And day 3 is 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I don't think he's a round 1 guy. But, he's got size and he went to USC. Tez Johnson, Alan Bowman, Woody Marks, Trey Harris III, and Keenan Christon. All right, so that's 3 autos down. So far, 2 offensive guys and 2 bigger school guys. So, yeah, that's not bad. Or bigger conference guys, I would say. Two main conference guys and then 2 offensive players. Kobe Hudson, LeSean Williams. It's like our 3rd LeSean Williams. You guys like LeSean Williams. I got the collection. There's our first Luther Burden. Trey Harris, Keenan Christian, Efton Chisholm, Jason Dumas Johnson, linebacker from Kentucky. That's not terrible per se. It is a defensive player. I know a lot of people say it's a deep linebacker draft, so maybe he's one of the guys. Kentucky is a decent program, decent school, SEC school. Carson Beck, Drew Aller, Jimmy Horn Jr., Shamari Simmons, and Mitchell Evans. We should have one auto left out of these last two packs, and we'll try out this red box. This is the only red box I got. All the other ones were blue boxes. I don't know if that's Target and Walmart or what the difference is, but they all say 8 inserts and 5 autos, so there's no real difference. Cam Miller, Drew Aller, Jalen Noel, Evan Stewart, Nick Eamon Worry. That's our first Eamon Worry. Deion Burks. Last auto, John Piercy, linebacker. He went to Rice. I think we pulled this guy last time. No, we pulled another Rice guy. That's our second Rice guy. So apparently they went to Rice and got all the smart guys to sign autographs. Cam Miller, Drew Aller, Damian Martinez, Trayvon Henderson, Justin Barron. All right. So I don't think this pack will have anything in it. Maybe an insert. I'm pretty sure we got our 5 autos. There's a Cam Ward on the back. Noel, Jimmy Horn Jr., Jordan McLeod, Tyler Huff, Dante Fleming, Woody Marks, Jimmy Horn Jr. on our silver insert peak performance, Antario Brown, Cam Miller, Chisholm, Jacob Zeno, and a Cam Ward. All right. So I would say those were better autographs than our first box that we did a week ago. Still no first round picks, but I feel there was definitely 2 guys that were draft candidates, and maybe one of the linebackers gets drafted later on. But yeah, Ricky White III and Emmanuel Pregnon, I have high hopes for. I think they could be day 2 kind of guys. But I want to find a day 1 kind of guy. Let's see if we can do that. I would think that there's some day 1 guys that signed autographs. I would think. I'm sure they're a little rare, but with 3 boxes, I hope we can find one. Moose Muhammad, Ollie Gordon, Omarion Hampton. There's our first Dylan Gabriel, maybe our second. Penny Boone, Andrew Armstrong, Tamarian McDonald's safety, University of Louisville. All right, not the best. Kobe Hudson, Luther Burden, Jordan McLeod, Tyler Huff, Dante Fleming. So interestingly, these next levels look a little different. We did not see red next levels in the blue box. So this has red next levels, as well as purples, but it sort of seemed to be like the base next level. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. I mean, it's not like it's numbered or anything, so I guess it'd only matter if it was like a color match and it looked better to you. Carson Beck, Evan Stewart, Jimmy Horn, Alan Bowman, Donovan Edwards, Damian Martinez, Tez Johnson on our peak performance, Alan Bowman, Cam Miller, Jimmy Horn, Shamari Simmons, Mitchell Evans. All right. That was kind of a dud pack, but that's the way it's going to be. You never know with these prospects. Kobe Hudson, Luther Burden, Ollie Gordon, Trayvon Henderson, Justin Barron, Jalen Noel, Dorian Mossy, linebacker. That's a nice signature. Looks like Auburn. Yeah, Auburn. That's not terrible. A linebacker from Auburn, SEC. Drew Aller, Jalen Noel, Kobe Bryant, Andrew Armstrong, Kyle Williams. I don't think he's being mentioned, though, as a first-round pick. Like I said, I did hear it's a fairly deep linebacker draft, so maybe he's one of those guys that is being talked about. There's Cam Ward on the back again. Tez Johnson. That's our first Van Dyke that we've seen. Antario Brown, Evan Stewart, Nick Eamon Worry, Deion Burks, another wide receiver, Dante Fleming. Is that Michigan State? No, Tulane. Dante Fleming. Okay. This guy here is considered a first-round pick. T. Taroa McMillan, Tyler Van Dyke, Chisholm III, Jacob Zeno, Cam Ward. A lot of people think he will be the first wide receiver taken, Mr. McMillan. So, yeah. A McMillan auto would be good. He's going to be a first-round pick. Come on, show me one first-round pick auto. Quinshon Judkins. I think that's the first time we've seen Quinshon. Riley Leonard. There's Tatoria McMillan again. Cam Miller. KJ Wallace. Sage Ryan. Jonas Sanker, safety. We just got Jonas, number 20, from Virginia. All right. Ollie Gordon, Quinshon Judkins again, Woody Marks, Trey Harris, Kenyon Christian. All right, I don't feel we've done as good as our autos in the red box. Not as good. Can we get a quarterback auto too? We did get a quarterback auto out of the first box, but it was a guy that was like at Jacksonville State or something. Jalen Noel, Jimmy Horn, Jordan McLeod, Rashad Owens, Hayden Wolf, KJ Jefferson. That's different. A sneak peek Deshaun Jones cornerback. That looks like Bama. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, University of Alabama. Okay, well, that's different. So we're going to sleeve that up. And it is Bama. You know, Bama produces NFL players left and right. I'm not sure if he's one of the top corner prospects. Besides Travis Hunter, I haven't really heard of any of the corner prospects that are also, you know, supposedly going to be chosen. Maybe you guys can tell me down below what you know about Deshaun Jones. But that is a big SEC school, and that is our first sneak peek autograph. Because it's different, I wonder if they think, you know, maybe he has like a higher potential to be drafted or something. I don't know. Did we finish this pack? I don't know. Carson Beck, Noel, Rustapro, Helsinki, Noel, Horn, McLeod. Yeah, I think we did. Okay. All right, 2 packs left. I think we're looking for one more auto out of this box. Carson Beck, Drew Aller, Evan Stewart, Michael Sturdivant, Jordan Hancock, Ontario Brown, Ollie Gordon on like our hyper. That's not terrible. Riley Leonard, Tez Johnson, Damian Martinez, Trayvon Henderson, Justin Barrow. So I believe this last pack will have an auto if we counted correctly. It's possible that we overcounted and we already had 5. That's always possible. Always possible. Always possible. Sorry. All right. Kobe Hudson, LeSean Williams, Luther Burden, Jason Henderson. For some reason, that's the first time I feel we've seen that card. There's our first Gianti. So we're definitely pulling some different guys now. Josh Kelly, Paxton De La Ronte. Okay. QB. Southern Missouri versus UT Martin. Yeah, he's not getting drafted. Evan Stewart, Jimmy Horn, Allie Jennings, Taj Buck. So I guess I miscounted. We already got our 5 autos. Okay. We pulled one auto that was different, so that was cool. Here's our last box, a final blue box of Sage. This will probably be the last time we rip it. You know, I was saving these up for this night, for draft night, to see if we could pull any first-round draft picks or any guys in general that get drafted. Like I said, it's a 3-day process. Over the next couple days, maybe some of these other guys we pulled will be drafted. And maybe they can become impactful players for their new teams. So we have to wait and see. That's what's exciting about these drafts. You know, about drafts in general. These guys might be nobodies now, but could be somethings very, very soon. You just have to wait and see. Give it a little bit of time. Excuse me. Moose Muhammad, Omarion Hampton, Riley Leonard, Le'Shawn Williams, Makari Page. I feel that's the first time we've seen that card. Taj Brooks, Nick DiGennario, wide receiver. That's a nice autograph. Nick went to Richmond. I don't think Nick is getting drafted. Sage Ryan, Evan Stewart, Cam Ward, Jordan Waters, Michael Sturdivant. Yeah, I mean, no disrespect, but I don't know how many people like even have tape of you. Like, you'd have to look long and hard to find that game on TV on a Saturday. Luther Burden, Ollie Gordon, Quinshawn Judkins, Trey Harris, Abdul Carter. That's the first time we've seen Abdul Carter. He's supposed to going to be the second or third overall pick. Dominic Levet. Hey, it's a quarterback. Jordan McLeod. We've seen this guy a lot. Where did he go to school? Texas State. I mean, it's a quarterback auto. Maybe somebody takes a flyer on him late. Not the best autograph. Big J, Big M, but okay. Definitely not a first-round pick, but a quarterback auto, like, we got to give it a little bit of love, right? All right. Damian Martinez, Trayvon Henderson, another Gianti, Josh Kelly, Dylan Gabriel. All right. Yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see where Dylan Gabriel goes. He was one of those, like, COVID guys who got an extra year due to COVID. And then he, like, blew his knee out and got an extra year due to an injury. And then he took, like, his 5th-year senior option. Like, I swear, he's been in school, like, 7 years. At least 7. It might be more. But, like, he's got to be at least 25 years old. You know, and I remember there was a guy that was drafted, like, 10 or 15 years ago by the Browns, I believe. I can picture his face, but I can't remember his name. He was, like, 28. And he was 28 because he was, like, a failed minor league baseball player that went to college at, like, 23. And then got, like, drafted at, like, 27. He didn't last very long. Jalen Noel, Jordan McLeod, Le'Shawn Williams, Thomas Gordon, Xavier Restapro, Colby Young, if that's the first time we've seen Colby. Efton Chisholm, Eastern Washington versus Idaho State. And that's our X Factor. That's unfortunate. Cam Miller, KJ Wallace, Jimmy Horn, Dean Connors. I thought that's the first time we've seen Dean, too. Rivaldo Fairweather. First time we've seen Fairweather. Maybe I won't put together a whole set. Maybe only one complete set. There's only 100 cards. I mean, I don't know how many cards come in a pack. It doesn't really say anywhere. It feels pretty thick. What do you guys think? That's like 15 cards? Something like that? Guess we can count them. Evan Stewart, Jimmy Horn, Kobe Hudson, Trayvon Henderson, Jonas Sanker, Moose Muhammad, Ethan Barr, linebacker, Central Florida, just his initials, ETB, not the best auto. Alan Bowman, Donovan Edwards, Hayden Wolf, KJ Jefferson. I feel that's the first time we've seen KJ. Jason Henderson. I thought that's the first time we've seen Jason, too. I feel I'd remember a guy flexing like that. 4 packs left. I think we're missing 2 autos. I think. Alan Bowman, Cam Miller, Drew Aller, Evan Stewart. So that's the first time we've seen Evan. Kobe Hudson. So that's the first time we've seen Kobe. Even Ethan Garbers. Definitely the first time we've seen Ethan Garbers. Really? Really? Back-to-back Ethan Barr autographs in the same box? Come on, Sage. Would you hire a bunch of Panini employees? Penny Boone, Andrew Armstrong, Mitchell Evans, Caden Prather, and Nikal Hill Green. We're still getting some first cards here, which is really fascinating to me. Can't believe we got the same autograph in back-to-back packs in the same box. So sad. So sad. There's Tetairoa McMillan again, Tyler Van Dyke, Alan Bowman, Luther Burden, Jeremiah Hunter, Rock Taylor. Last auto, wide receiver, Bryce Kurtz. Is he the Rice guy? Oh, no, he's the Northwestern guy. I think we got 2 Bryce Kurtzes, too. I think he was our first auto. Our first and last auto were Bryce Kurtz. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe he'll be the last pick in the draft. What do they call it? Mr. Irrelevant? Maybe he'll be the next Mr. Irrelevant. Juster Barron, Jalen Noel, Penny Boone, Andrew Armstrong, Cam Miller. 2 packs left. I don't think we have an autograph to look for, unfortunately. I think we pulled them all. Quinshawn Judkins, Tetairoa McMillan, Tyler Van Dyke, Jeremiah Harris, Woody Marks, G. Scott Jr. We haven't seen that guy yet. Quinshawn Judkins. That's not terrible. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, there he is. Quinshawn Judkins. All right. Josh Kelly, Dylan Gabriel, Rock Taylor, Ricky White, Isaac Tesla. Yeah, we haven't seen Isaac Tesla yet either. Okay. Quinshawn Judkins. Last pack. Tez Johnson, Antario Brown, Carson Beck, Paxton De Laurent, we haven't seen that yet. Jacob Zeno, we haven't seen that yet. Dominic Levette, I don't think we've seen him yet either. Nick Imanowari, Dion Burks, Jordan Hancock, Antonio Brown, Rashad Owens. So that was it. That was our 3 boxes. Did we get a first round pick? Not sure. I think this guy's probably our best bet. It is a different design on the autograph, which makes me think Sage thinks higher of him. He did go to Alabama. Deshaun Jones. You guys will have to tell me down below if he got picked in the first round. I'm recording this ahead of time. I'll be out of town this weekend. I'm leaving on Thursday, so I will actually miss the draft. I will have to follow it on my phone. But you guys can tell me in comments if he was a first-round pick. Let's go over the rest of our hits. Or if you see this after Thursday, if you watch this on Friday or Saturday, you can tell me if any of these guys got drafted and where they got drafted to. Emmanuel Pregnon, D-line, auto. Like I said, I think he has a chance. He went to USC. Jordan McLeod, quarterback. I only sleeved him because he's a quarterback. Ricky White III, he went to UNLV, and UNLV had a pretty good year. I think there's a chance he could get drafted. Quinshawn Judkins, peak performance. Bryce Kurtz, wide receiver, but he went to Rice. 2 Ethan Barr autographs, back-to-back packs. Giante base, Abdul Carter base, Cam Ward base. DeGenario, but he went to Richmond. I don't think he's going to get drafted out of Richmond, sorry. Ashton Gianti base. Silver X-Fractor of Ollie Gordon. Jonas Sanker, safety from Virginia. Cam Ward base. Dante Fleming, wide receiver from Tulane. Dorian Mazi, linebacker from Auburn. Tamarian McDonald, safety. I think he was Louisville. Yeah, Louisville. Cam Ward base. Peak performance, Jimmy Horn. Josh Percy, linebacker from Rice. Jamin Dumas Johnson, linebacker from Kentucky. Carson Beck, peak performers. Cam Ward base. There's our Bryce Kurtz again. And peak performance, Jordan Watkins on the X Factor. So, you got a lot of autos. We'll see if any of them get drafted, if any of them make the league, if any of them are undrafted free agents, if any of them can break through. You never know. But today is the day where the first steps are taken. Hopefully, like I said, your team drafts the right guy that leads them to success in the near future. It's a big day in the NFL. Like I said, you can either help your team out for the next 5 years and put yourself in good, playoff position, or throw away the next 5 years if you pick the wrong guy. You can go ask the Jets about that. So they're really good about that. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you all. Till next time, have a great night. Chris out.